My husband, Marcus Miller, carried a ghost from his past, a woman named Sage Thompson, whose veins ran with the rare, life-giving Rh-negative blood. He used to laugh about it, calling her his personal blood bank. If anything ever happens to me, he'd say, she'll save my life. But when Sage crashed her car and lay bleeding, it was my blood Marcus wanted. He didn't ask. He slammed my head against the wall until the world went black, and I woke up with a needle in my arm, my life flowing into hers. Afterward, while my body still trembled, I slapped the divorce papers on the table between us. Marcus looked at me, his eyes pleading, desperate. If it were you, he argued, if you were dying, I'd make Sage give her blood for you. Doesn't that prove how much I love you? I laughed, a dry, hollow sound. Would he, really? Sage Thompson. The name had haunted our marriage from the beginning. They'd known each other since they were children, 2 decades of shared history. He had loved her once, pursued her with the fervor of first youth, but she left, moved overseas, married someone else. Then, 2 years ago, she returned, freshly divorced and fragile. She opened a nail salon down the street, and became our neighbor. I thought I was being mature. I told myself it didn't matter. The one who got away, the ghost in our home. We were all adults, but one night, Marcus drank too much and let the truth slip like a secret he'd been holding. You probably don't know this, he slurred, grinning, but Sage has Rh-negative blood, too. She's your blood bank now. If something terrible happened, I'd make her save you. That's how much I love you. Sage was there that night. She didn't say a word. She just watched me, a faint, knowing smile on her lips, as if she already knew how this would end. I, however, was overwhelmed with emotion, unaware of the hidden meaning behind his words. If the roles were reversed and I donated blood to her, I would also be a blood bank. On the opening day of Sage's nail salon, she was in a car accident. Marcus rushed out, leaving me a hasty message. Seeing his urgency, and knowing it was a matter of life and death, I didn't bother being jealous or resentful, and let him go. I was on my way to pick up our daughter from school when Marcus called me. Grace, Sage was in a car accident and is bleeding profusely. She urgently needs a blood transfusion, and the hospital can't find suitable Rh-negative blood right away. Can you come save her? I couldn't reach Lily Miller on her kid's smartwatch and feeling a bit agitated, I replied, I'm on my period and short on blood. Besides, I'm always anemic and have to take herbal remedies. You know this. How can I donate blood? How can that be the same? How can you be so unsympathetic? Sage's life is hanging by a thread, Marcus roared before hanging up. I was furious, but I had to pick up our daughter, so I didn't say more. When I arrived at the school gate, the teacher informed me that Grandma Miller had already picked her up. I panicked immediately. When had Marcus's mother ever visited the city? She always lived a life of luxury at the country estate, let alone picking up a child. Even cooking for Lily was a reluctant, drawn out affair for her. Worried, I tried calling Marcus, but he was so angry that I wouldn't donate blood to his childhood sweetheart that he wouldn't answer my calls. I was extremely worried about Lily Miller's safety. Just then, I received a call from an unknown number. Your daughter is with us. If you want her to live, come to the abandoned factory on Elm Street, and come alone. Then he played a recording of Lily's voice. My daughter kept screaming, Mommy, save me. Hearing it broke my heart. A small girl caught by so many large men. What if something happened to her? I couldn't bear to think about it. In a frantic rush, I didn't even think to call the police. I tried Marcus Miller's number, but it still didn't connect. When I arrived, I found a group of men who looked like thugs surrounding a young girl. I saw it was Lily, my daughter, in a state of collapse. I forced myself to be strong. Let my daughter go. Come for me instead. Oh, really? My pleasure. The lead thug gestured for the others to release Lily, and then they turned towards me. I was terrified. What are you doing? I've Called the police officers are on there. Why? If you let me and my daughter go, I promise I won't press charges. Haha, that's not up to you. The lead thug sneered, leading his men forward. Who told you to offend someone you shouldn't have? As a woman, my ability to resist was limited. How could I possibly fight so many men? I was quickly subdued, my body aching from their blows. Finally, a bat struck me from behind, knocking me unconscious. I unwillingly watched Lily crying in the distance. Before I collapsed, I was tortured until I lost consciousness. When I woke up, I was in a hospital bed, and the other end of my line was connected to my husband's childhood sweetheart. I was stunned. What was going on? I should have been at the abandoned factory. How did I get here? As I pondered this, I realized my throat was making it difficult to speak loudly. Then I heard my daughter and husband whispering in the next room, "Dad, just to make Mom give and Sage a blood transfusion, you went as far as staging a fake kidnapping with those thugs and then knocking Mom out. But you also caused Mom to break a leg bone. What if Mom finds out? What will happen if Mom ends up disabled for life?" Marcus Miller sighed. If she had just agreed to give Sage a blood transfusion, would I have had to stage this whole thing? I had no choice. I had to resort to this, otherwise your Aunt Sage would have died. She's always like this, being jealous and resentful over every little thing. Your Aunt Sage was almost dead. Can you compare that? Even if your mom is disabled, I can support her for life. But what about your Aunt Sage? She just got divorced and came back to the country with nothing, knows nothing, and has a child. She has no way to survive. She just opened a nail salon and has had a very difficult time. Your mom is just so unsympathetic. Besides, don't you like your Aunt Sage very much too? You even said once that you wanted Aunt Sage to be your mom and Leo Thompson to be your older brother, didn't you? Have you forgotten how good Aunt Sage has been to you? Lily Miller clapped her hands and said, "Of course, I like Aunt Sage more. It would be best if she were my mom. Every time she picks me up, she wears pretty dresses and looks beautiful, and all my classmates are so jealous. But when my mom picks me up, she always wears something frumpy like a country pumpkin and embarrasses me. She even forces me to eat bell peppers and won't let me eat my favorite burgers and hot dogs. But Aunt Sage is different. She always lets me eat my fill. I like Aunt Sage the most." My heart instantly sank to the bottom. If I wasn't afraid of them discovering I was awake, I would have immediately pulled out the tube. How dare this despicable woman live off my blood? And why should I stay in this home with such a cruel father and daughter? After the blood transfusion was complete, the nurse came to remove the needle, and I drifted into a deep sleep. The next day, a group of drama queens came online when the officers came to take statements. Marcus Miller and Lily's eyes were red. "Officer, you must catch these bad guys. Not only did they kidnap my daughter, but they also beat my wife like this. My wife's leg is broken. What if she's permanently disabled? I'll have to take care of her for the rest of my life. Won't I have to go to work? Don't I have to support my family? What about my daughter? This is outrageous, officer. Riverbend City has such good public safety. How could something like this happen? It's absolutely appalling, officer. You must catch the bad guys. My mommy is so pitiful. They actually broke her leg, officer. Actually, it's all because of me. I thought they were Grandma Miller's friends, so I followed them. They used me to call and threaten my mom to save me, and that's why my mom got hurt trying to rescue me, officer. It's all my fault. I was bad. If it weren't for me, Mom wouldn't be like this. You have to help me catch the bad guys. Boo-hoo, the officer gently patted Lily's head. Don't worry, little one, we won't let any bad guy go, nor will we wrong any good person. We will punish these vicious criminals. After taking statements and records, the officers left. Marcus Miller continued his performance as a loving husband for the medical staff. You must cure my wife, no matter the cost, no matter what advanced equipment, even if it's from abroad, as long as it can cure my wife. I'll do whatever it takes. The medical staff murmured among themselves. Mr. Miller truly loves his wife more than life itself. How wonderful to have such a husband. What more could a woman ask for? Lily also said with teary eyes. Doctors and nurses, you must cure my mommy. If it weren't for me, Mommy wouldn't have been kidnapped or beaten like this. Please, you must cure my mommy. It's all my fault, really. If I hadn't been so willful, if it weren't for me, Mom wouldn't be like this. Then Lily came over, and together with Marcus Miller held my hand. Wife, are you okay? You must take care of yourself. Leave everything else to me. I support you. Mommy, get well soon. You won't have to cook anymore, and Sage will come and cook for me. Her food is delicious. You just rest well. With a stern face, I said blandly, what's with this needle in my arm? Who can explain this? I looked around at Marcus Miller, then at the nurses and other medical staff. Marcus Miller's expression became difficult to read. He glanced at the nurses and then said, Grace, it's like this. Don't be angry. You were bleeding all over and lost a lot of blood, and then Sage was hemorrhaging, so I decided to save Sage, too. I said coldly. So you gave her my blood to save your precious childhood sweetheart wife? Don't put it so harshly. Marcus Miller chuckled. I was just saving a life. See, you're awake now. Saving a life is better than building a 7-story pagoda, isn't it? I'm not a Buddha, so I don't need to build any pagodas. I'm telling you clearly, as long as I'm alive, you can forget about me giving Sage Thompson another drop of blood. She can die for all I care. I raged in a cold voice. Marcus Miller's face hardened. Understood. Lily, let's go see if your aunt Sage is awake yet. Lily skipped away, and my heart ate. What did I do wrong? Both my daughter and my husband love someone else and not me, nor do they help me. I'm already so weak and have a broken leg, yet they still force me to give blood to his childhood sweetheart. What right do they have? I drifted into a hazy sleep. In the early hours, I felt the urge to urinate, but because my legs were injured, I decided to hold it until morning and continued sleeping. However, I vaguely heard someone knocking on the door. At first, I didn't pay attention, but when I heard the door being pried open, I became alert. But then I thought, this is a hospital. Security is very tight, so nothing should happen. I went back to sleep. It wasn't until someone grabbed my hair and pulled me up that I fully woke. We found you. You wretch, how dare you offend people? You shouldn't have. Wouldn't it have been better to just be obedient? You had to make trouble. You don't want your other leg either, do you? I saw them. Clearly it was those thugs, the same ones who kidnapped my daughter and me. How did they get in? Was this Marcus Miller's plan again? I angrily demanded. Who exactly are you people? Let go of me. This is a hospital. There are Cameras everywhere and it's connected to the police station's alarm system. You won't escape the law. Oh, the law. What's that alarm system? Then how did we get in? The lead thug said. Triumphantly, my heart leaped to my throat. This was it. If someone was working from the inside, I remembered Marcus Miller's expression earlier in the day. Please let me go. Did that scoundrel Marcus Miller send you? I'll pay you double. I agree to the blood transfusion. Okay, just let me go. Seeing them dragging me by my hair about to beat me, I screamed and begged for mercy. Marcus Miller, blood transfusion. I don't know what you're talking about. When the lead thug said that, I knew I was doomed. These people didn't know the inside story. Their orders must have simply been to beat me. I begged again and again, but it was no use. My entire body ached until he bent my other leg at a 90 degrees angle, causing me unbearable pain. Only then did they let me go. Haha, not battle looking. I passed out from the pain. When I woke up again, I saw that I was indeed still giving blood to his childhood sweetheart, Marcus Miller. That beast, he would do anything just to make me give Sage Thompson a blood transfusion. I overheard Lily Miller talking in the bathroom. Dad, be quiet. Even though Mom is still unconscious, we can't wake her up. Just in case. You're the best, sweetie. I'll keep my voice down, Dad, just because Mom strictly declared the other day that she wouldn't give Aunt Sage any more blood transfusions. You called people to break Mom's other leg and also ruined Mom's reputation. How will Mom walk or go to work now? My husband sighed. Oh, didn't you hear your mom's tone? She would rather die than give your Aunt Sage blood for treatment. But your Aunt Sage had a car accident and was bleeding profusely. It was a matter of life and death. What's two broken legs compared to that? She's not dead, and besides, I can support her for life. Even if she stays in a wheelchair, I can afford it. But Aunt Sage is different. Is it easy for her to open a nail salon alone with a child? How pathetic and miserable her life has been since she divorced and returned to the country. Your mom is so unsympathetic, and to make absolutely sure, I even had those thugs take intimate photos of your mom. I've uploaded them to cloud storage once. Your mom refuses to donate blood to Aunt Sage. I'll have the lead thug and his men send the photos all over the internet. That way, I can threaten her and make he or surrender and give blood to save Aunt Sage. My daughter wiped away tears. Dad, you've worked so hard. You've been strategizing all this time just to save a life. I hope Mom can understand your good intentions. My heart completely died. My unreasonable daughter, the daughter I gave birth to, now considered a stranger as her mother. My husband, who once claimed to love me dearly, now loved someone else just as intensely, even going as far as forcing me to give blood to his childhood sweetheart and breaking my legs. I painfully closed my eyes at midnight after the nurse removed the 4-tube. My aching, crippled body supported me as I dialed a long, dormant number. Chloe. I regretted Chloe must have been woken by my call. At first, she groggy said I had the wrong number, but quickly hearing my voice, she instantly became alert. Grace, is that you? What happened? What's wrong? She was still her usual excitable self, and just thinking about it made me smile. After I told her everything that had happened recently, she immediately blew up. That scoundrel Marcus Miller, I told you long ago, choosing my brother Daniel Davis would have guaranteed you a loyal and reliable good man, but you just had to be superficial and choose Marcus Miller. The story of him and Sage Thompson, that scoundrel and the home wrecker, had already spread across campus. Later, Sage Thompson dumped Marcus Miller and married a foreigner, and now she's divorced and back in the country, still hooking up with Marcus Miller. The pull of the one that got away is eternal grace. Get out of it. If you stay, you'll only get hurt even more, perhaps to the point where you can't go on, and the child you had with him has inherited his wolfish ambition. She's completely forgotten who her mother is. What do you need a child like that for? My tears flowed ceaselessly. She kept scolding me, but I couldn't retort. She was right. I brought this upon myself. She heard my sobbing. Okay, Grace, I shall dend have said that it's not your fault. I'll have my brother come pick you up. Our mentor will be ecstatic if he knows you're coming back. The Yellow River Project 1 is still waiting for you. After hanging up, I was filled with emotion. Chloe and I had worked on research projects under our mentor. We were considered an exceptional pair among the grad students, but I chose to abandon my research project because I was getting married. Of course, partly it was also due to the failure of the Yellow River Project 1, which had disheartened me, but I never imagined our mentor would still be holding on to that project. I didn't sleep a wink when the nurse came to take my temperature. Marcus Miller and Lily also arrived. They first went into another room where Sage Thompson evidently was, and then seeing that I was awake, they came to my room soon after. The officers also arrived. After the usual statement taking, Marcus Miller began his act again. After complaining to the officers and medical staff, he came to my bedside. Wife, you've suffered. I'm truly sorry you lost too much blood at the time, and the medical staff said it would be a waste, so they gave it to Sage. Now Sage is finally out of danger. Thank you for your contribution. I didn't even have the strength to glare at him. Lily also said her piece to the officers and then came to my bedside, mimicking Marcus Miller, holding my hand and saying emotionally, Mommy, are you feeling better? Does it still hurt? The doctor told me your leg bone was bent 90 degrees. It must hurt terribly. I'm sorry, Mommy. If it weren't for me, you wouldn't have suffered this retaliation from those thugs. It's all my fault. If I could, I'd rather it was me who got hurt, me who broke my leg. Mommy, I'm sorry I caused this to happen to you. I gently patted her little head and asked, Lily, you're so thoughtful. Do you really wish it was your leg that was broken? Lily nodded, not understanding. Well, then CTH at window. If you jump, you'll break both your legs. Then you'll be as crippled as I am, and you'll understand my pain. After I said this, everyone froze, including Marcus Miller and Lily herself. Though Lily was young, she understood what I meant. Tears streamed down her face in an instant. Okay, Mommy, I understand what you mean. I know you blame me for causing you trouble. Since you want my legs broken, then I'll break them and you'll be happy, right? After saying that, Lily quickly ran towards the window, but Marcus Miller and the other medical staff wouldn't let her succeed. As she was about to jump, she was stopped by Marcus Miller and the other medical staff. This kind of mother is truly something I've never seen before. She got crippled by bad guys herself, and she blames her daughter. Does her daughter want this? She's not even human. The medical staff and nurses whispered and discussed it among themselves. What are you even doing? Can you blame Lily for this? Marcus Miller held Lily and brought her. To me her eyes were already brimming with tears. You were carelessly caught by bad guys. Can you blame Lily for this? Besides, even if you were treated violently by bad guys because of Lily, that's what you should do, isn't it? Shouldn't you put yourself in danger for your own daughter? Isn't that the understanding parents should have? After Marcus Miller spoke, the other medical staff and patient families nodded. Blaming me, Mommy, I'm sorry I didn't succeed in jumping. Dad stopped me, but Mommy, remember, if I ever get a chance, I'll definitely jump. I'll break my legs to be with you. What foolishness are you talking about? After Lily spoke, Marcus Miller covered her mouth and put his arm around her shoulder. Silly child, don't talk nonsense. But I raised an eyebrow and lightly laughed. Oh, really, Lily? Then why don't you pick an empty place to jump from the window? Why choose a place with so many people? You knew your dad and all these people wouldn't let you jump. What's the point of this act? My words made Lily even more distraught. Her tears flowed like an unstoppable dam. Like a flood, she broke free from Marcus Miller's grasp and rushed out again, but slipped on a banana peel and fell to the ground. I smeared. Maybe she had spotted the banana peel beforehand. How much longer are you going to carry on? Marcus Miller roared. Are you going to drive this child to her death before you stop? Marcus Miller, having controlled Lily, was livid. Just then, a faint voice drifted over. Grace, I'm not criticizing you, but if you treat your child like this, how do you treat your husband? This is truly despicable. How can you tell your child to jump out a window? What if something happens? Grace, where is the virtuous and gentle woman you used to be? How did you become so irrational? Is it just because you gave me blood? I know you're blaming me. You didn't want to give me blood, but by some twist of fate you did, so you're taking it out on the child ultimately. It's my fault. Sage Thompson wore a long, flowing white dress like a fairy. No wonder Marcus Miller had always liked her. No wonder Lily had always admired her. She even took the time to clean up after her blood transfusion before coming, giving off a refreshing aura. Sage, why are you here? This isn't your fault, Marcus Miller said, holding Lily. Grace, I advise you to stop making a scene. I'm taking Lily to get her injuries bandaged. She fell quite hard. I glanced at Sage Thompson and said, an old fox still putting on an act. Who are you trying to fool? Don't play games with me here. I turned away, ignoring her, which clearly embarrassed Sage Thompson. The surrounding medical staff thought I was being unreasonable, though some discerning individuals realized her relationship with Marcus Miller and whispered about her possibly being the other woman, making Sage feel even more mortified. She suddenly sat on my bedside and pressed on my painful leg. My mouth twitched in pain, and just as I was about to speak, she lowered her voice and said to me, Grace, what are you being so arrogant about? You're in this state and still so arrogant. Haha, you don't know, do you? Who hired those thugs to kidnap your daughter? And who told those thugs to break your leg? Bones? It was your dearest husband, and your daughter agreed to it. She intentionally cooperated with the thugs to trick you into coming so you would give me blood. Tisk tisk. How about that? Even your own daughter won't help you. Doesn't that hurt more than dying? And you still dare to be arrogant. Oh. And later those thugs took private photos of you and uploaded them to cloud storage. Do you know who did it? Your good daughter helped her dad upload them. Now I have the password to that cloud storage too. All I need to do is press a button on my phone and it'll be sent across the entire internet then. Haha, the whole internet will know that Mrs. Grace Miller of Miller Enterprises is a loose woman who was toyed with by thugs. What face will you have then to compete with me for the position of Mrs. Miller? Grace Miller, you tried hard to pursue Marcus Miller back in school and couldn't get him, so you were never my match. Even after I divorced and came back, he still took good care of me. Tell me, what good are you? Why are you even alive? You should just obediently become my vessel, giving me blood for treatment. Actually, I'll tell you a secret. I wasn't in a car accident at all, and I wasn't bleeding profusely. I didn't need a blood transfusion at all. I just wanted to trick Marcus into worrying about me. I just wanted to see your pale, bloodless face. I just wanted to see you as a loser. Haha. I was furious and slapped her. She didn't retaliate but sneered. Tsk, do you believe that if I press your leg until it bleeds now, Marcus and Lily won't believe you but me? With that, she began to pinch my leg bone. The pain was excruciating, and I slapped her several times hard, knocking her right off the hospital bed. With a crash, she fell, bringing the nearby glass coffee table down with her. The glass shattered into pieces all over the floor, and she landed on them, glass shards embedded in her body and around her calves. What are you doing? Marcus Miller suddenly roared. What are you still doing? Are you trying to drive Sage to her death, to kill her before you stop? I was just gone for a moment and you bully Sage. Look, she's covered in blood. You really are jealous and resentful to an extreme degree. But Sage Thompson said with passive-aggressive remarks, Marcus, it's not Grace's fault. I accidentally fell. I was just trying to peel an orange for Grace. Nonsense. Can you peel an orange onto your face? There are slaps marks all over her face, and she was hit more than once. Oh, you're just too kind. Still defending her at a time like this. Marcus Miller, his eyes full of heartbreak, held her hand, gently stroking her red, slapped cheek and removing the glass shards from her body. Oh, and Sage, look at your calf and your body. They're covered in blood stains, soaked through by glass shards. And the wound on your calf is very deep. If it leaves a scar, that won't look good at all, and you won't even be able to wear skirts anymore. Lily suddenly spoke, looking at Sage Thompson with great concern. She even looked at me with great regret. Mommy, it's one thing that you forced me to jump from the building, but how could you not even spare someone as kind as Aunt Sage? Exactly, you're not even as sensible as a child. Marcus Miller, infuriated, laughed. Instead, I'll take Sage to treat her wounds to try to avoid scarring. When I get back, I'll deal with you. You don't need to deal with me. Let's get a divorce. I suddenly took a piece of paper from the drawer, the divorce papers, and handed it to him. What divorce? You're disabled now, and why? Oh, you want to divorce me? Marcus Miller was incredulous. Maybe she wants half the property. I think I remember seeing Grace with some other men. Sage Thompson said passive-aggressively. Don't even think about it. Marcus Miller snapped. If divorce is just about getting half the property, I'm telling you, absolutely no way. I laughed in anger. Look at the divorce papers yourself. It says walk away with nothing, not half the property. What You want all the property. Sage. Thompson's mouth gaped open in disbelief, but after Marcus Miller read it, he angrily said, "What did you say? You'd rather walk away with nothing than divorce me?" He looked at me somewhat hurt and uncomprehending. "Yes, sign it, don't drag this out. I'm going to divorce you whether you like it or not." Marcus Miller's veins throbbed on his forehead. "Let's talk about this when I get back." After he carried Sage Thompson away, Lily sighed, looking at me. "Mommy, you've disappointed me so much." I blinked and asked, "Lily, if Daddy and I divorce, who do you want to live with?" "Daddy, of course," Lily said. "Mommy, your actions have disappointed me too much. Is that so?" I looked deeply at Lily, thinking to myself, "You're the one who truly disappointed me, child who considers a stranger her mother." Later that night, Chloe's brother, Daniel Davis, finally arrived. He was stunned when he saw my condition. Daniel had once pursued me, but I had rejected him because of his plain appearance, choosing the campus heartthrob, Marcus Miller, instead. "Daniel, you're here. Thank you for coming. Can you get up?" "I can get up, but I can't walk. Both my legs are broken." After Daniel saw my legs, he gritted his teeth. "That beast, I won't let Marcus Miller get away with this. Daniel, forget about all that. Just take me away." "Do you want to fake your death to escape?" "After hearing your story, I don't think Mr. Miller will let you go easily, nor will he agree to a divorce easily if you want to escape. Only a staged death will work." I blinked. "Just arrange it, Daniel." He went to prepare, bringing a rope with rollers, prosthetic limbs, a dummy, fake blood, and props. After everything was ready, he told me to get ready and crawl towards the window. He found a blind spot in the surveillance and swapped my clothes with the dummy, then had me put on a harness and pose as if I were jumping. I jumped without hesitation. In that instant, he threw down the prepared materials. He used the pulley system to pull me back up. "You really aren't afraid of death?" "I didn't even say ready." "And you jumped if you weren't on the harness. You would have truly died." "What's the difference between truly dying and faking it?" I sighed. He noticed my dejection and patted my shoulder. "All right, Grace, go to Chloe. The Research Institute is a new life. Forget everything here." I left behind a voice recorder, my phone, the signed divorce papers, and a diary. Then I followed Daniel to the Research Institute. Our mentor and Chloe's eyes reaned the moment they saw me. "Child, how did you end up like this? You foolish girl, to become like this for a rotten man. It's truly not worth it. From now on, I will take good care of you." A week later, Marcus Miller was inexplicably irritable. He found no messages from me on his phone, not even a call about medical expenses. He refused to lower himself and proactively look for me, so he scrolled through TikTok videos. Unexpectedly, he saw a video of someone jumping from a building at the city hospital, and the person in the video looked very much like me. He was terrified and called his assistant, handing him the phone to watch the video. "Does this look like my wife?" The assistant looked and said, "A bit, Mr. Miller. I saw this video too. Could it really be your wife? Then why didn't you tell me sooner?" Marcus Miller angrily demanded. "Do you think I pay you all this money for jokes?" The assistant replied calmly, "Mr. Miller, you said not to convey any news about your wife to you, with the exception of Miss Sage." Mr. Miller froze. He hadn't expected his own rule to backfire on him. Marcus Miller called Lily and Showed her the video. Lily's eyes reened. It's really Mommy, Dad, what happened to her? Marcus Miller panicked and sent his assistant to the hospital to check if I was still there. The assistant returned 3 hours later with a stack of documents, certificates, my phone, the divorce papers, a diary, and a voice recorder. What's this? A death certificate, a cremation certificate. Why are you bringing these? Marcus Miller was annoyed, but soon he was stunned. The name on these certificates was my name, Grace Miller. The bold, clear letter shocked his heart dead. How is that possible? The assistant said. Yes, I went to the police station and verified it. She died by suicide a week ago, the day you left with Miss Sage. Marcus Miller felt a sharp pain throbbing in his brain. How can that be? How is that possible? What happened? She was fine when I left. Marcus Miller was in a daze. Sage picked up the voice recorder, asking curiously, what's this? Then she pressed play. Dad, just to make Mom give Aunt Sage a blood transfusion. You went as far as staging a fake kidnapping with those thugs and then knocking Mom out, but you also caused Mom to break a leg bone. What if Mom finds out? What will happen if Mom ends up disabled for life? If she had just agreed to give Sage a blood transfusion, would I have had to stage this whole thing? I had no choice. I had to resort to this, otherwise your Aunt Sage would have died. She's always like this, being jealous and resentful over every little thing. Your Aunt Sage was almost dead. Can you compare that? Your mom could be disabled and I'd still support her for life. But what about Aunt Sage? She just returned home after a domestic abuse divorce with nothing, no skills, and a child. She has no way to survive. She just opened a salon, and it's been so tough for her. How can your mother be so heartless? Besides, don't you like Aunt Sage too? You even said once that you wanted Aunt Sage to be your mom and Leo to be your brother. Didn't you? Have you forgotten how kind Aunt Sage was to you? Of course, I like Aunt Sage more. It would be perfect if she were my mom. Every time she picks me up, she wears beautiful dresses and looks so pretty. All my classmates are so jealous. The first recording ended, and Marcus Miller was stunned. What's going on? How is there a recording? Is this Grace's? Your mom already knew. No wonder she tried to jump. She was already desperate. She already knew everything. She had given up hope. No wonder she wanted to walk away with nothing, just to divorce me. She was utterly heartbroken. Lily, your mom is dead. How much pain must she have been in when she died? Lily, I'm so sorry about your mom. Lily's eyes were red. Dad, what should we do? Is Mom really dead? The second recording continued to play. Dad, just because Mom strictly declared a few days ago that she wouldn't give Aunt Sage any more blood transfusions, you called someone to break Mom's other leg too, and you ruined Mom's reputation. How will Mom walk then? How will she work? Didn't you hear your mother's tone? She would rather die than give Aunt Sage a blood transfusion for treatment. But Aunt Sage had severe bleeding from the car accident. There was no choice. It was a matter of life and death. So, what if she lost both her legs? She didn't die. Besides, I can support her for life. Even if she stays in a wheelchair forever, I can afford to care for her. But Aunt Sage is different. Is it easy for her to open a nail salon by herself? With a child. How pathetic and miserable her life has been since she returned. After her divorce. Your mom has no compassion. What's more to make absolutely sure, I had the thugs take compromising photos of your mother. I've already uploaded them to cloud storage. Once her mother refuses to donate blood to Aunt Sage, I'll have the lead thug and his men release the photos online to threaten her, making her surrender and give blood to save Aunt Sage. After the second recording ended, Lily also cried. Dad, Mom knows everything now. She won't reward me with hamburger anymore. And she'll force me to eat bell peppers. Mom will definitely hit me, too. Dad. What am I going to do? Marcus Miller stroked her little head and said, No. No, your mom will never hit you again. She's already dead. She's dead. But at that moment, the third recording on the voice recorder continued to play. Grace. What are you being so arrogant about? Given the circumstances, how can you still be so arrogant? Haha, you probably don't know, do you? Who hired the thugs to kidnap your daughter? And who had the thugs break your leg bones? That was all. Your dearest husband. What's more, your daughter agreed to it too. She deliberately cooperated with the thugs to trick you into going there. Also, you would give me a blood transfusion. TSK. TSK, how about that? Even your own daughter isn't helping you. Aren't you suffering more than death? And you still dare to be arrogant. And later the thugs took private, intimate photos of you and uploaded them to cloud storage. Do you know who did that? Your own good daughter helped her dad upload them. Now, I also have the password to that cloud storage. All I have to do is tap a button on my phone and it can be sent to everyone online with just one click. Then everyone online will know that Mrs. Grace Miller of Miller Enterprises is that she was assaulted by thugs. What face will you have then to compete with me for the position of Mrs. Miller? Grace Miller. You were never my match back in school, when you desperately chased Marcus and couldn't get him, and even after I came back from my divorce, he still took extra care of me. Tell me, what good are you? What are you even alive for? Just quietly become my vessel and give me blood transfusions for treatment. Actually, I'll tell you a secret. I wasn't in a car accident at all, and I didn't have any severe bleeding. I didn't need blood transfusions at all. I just wanted to trick Marcus into worrying about me. I just wanted to see your bloodless, pale face. I just wanted to see you as a loser. Haha. Marcus Miller froze. Lily was stunned, and even the assistant was somewhat dumbfounded. What is this? Is this Sage Thompson's voice? So it was all this is doing. She deliberately put on an act to deceive us. That's why I wrongly accused Grace and ended up harming her. I was wrong about her character. It's all my fault. Lily also burst into tears. How could Aunt Sage be two-faced? How could she be so different in front of people than behind their backs? Aunt Sage lied to us, Marcus Miller said furiously. Bring Sage Thompson here. The assistant took the order and Sage Thompson was quickly summoned. Seeing Lily crying, Sage went over and hugged her. What's wrong? Did your dad hit you? Or scold you? Marcus, children need to be taught properly. You shouldn't hit them. After Marcus Miller had the assistant take Lily outside, he said to Sage Thompson, sit down. I have something for you to hear. After Marcus Miller played the recording, Sage Thompson was stunned. What is this? That? __, she actually recorded me without my knowledge. That __. Damn her, Marcus, this isn't real. That __, synthesized it. Marcus Miller looked up. She's dead. How could she synthesize your voice? Marcus, I didn't mean to say those things. It's because I love you, Marcus. I didn't intentionally cause Grace's death. I didn't want to. So, you admit you caused her death? Marcus Miller sneered. You killed my only wife. Tell me, how will you compensate me? Marcus, I'll compensate you. I'll be a virtuous wife and loving mother to you for the rest of my life. I'll replace Grace in your home, cooking and doing laundry for the children after Sage Thompson finished speaking. Marcus Miller sneered. You wish you played games that killed my wife, faked a car accident with severe bleeding to harm her, and now you want to marry into a wealthy family. You're delusional. Bring them in. Marcus Miller made a call, and the assistant brought in the thugs. The thugs asked what was going on. Take her away. Torment her just like you did my wife. Don't release her until she's been thoroughly tortured. Understood? The lead thug walked over, grabbed Sage Thompson by the hair, showing no mercy, and dragged her away. Sage Thompson was terrified. Sage Thompson was terrified. Marcus, I only did it because I love you. I'm not wrong. I did it because I love you. Marcus, I'm pregnant with your child. Marcus, please, for the sake of the baby. Oh, right. Marcus Miller took a running start and kicked Sage Thompson in the stomach. Blood immediately gushed out. Marcus, you that was our baby. I've had a miscarriage. Marcus, please take me to the hospital. That was our only child. You're not worthy of having my child. Marcus Miller sneered. Take her away. Sage Thompson was suddenly dragged away by the thugs again, leaving a trail of blood. Ha 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 ha. Marcus Miller, you bastard, you scoundrel. Grace Miller was devoted to you for 10 years, bearing your children, and you didn't trust her, but you trusted me. You already caused her death, so why are you pretending to be so affectionate now, when you were enjoying yourself with me? Why didn't you feel you were wronging Grace Miller? You're truly despicable. Watching you two tore each other apart since college. I just wanted to laugh. Is love really such an amusing thing? Isn't it just like this? You bastard, you deserve to be alone. Marcus Miller was enraged. Drag her to the abandoned factory on Elm Street, double her torment, and finally bury her. The thugs took the order and drove her straight to the abandoned factory on Elm Street. It said that she was tortured for 3 days and 3 nights before dying a horrific death. Later, rumors of haunting spread around that area because it was truly too gruesome. A year later, my legs were fitted with prosthetic limbs and my injuries had almost healed. There were once compromising photos of me circulated online, but I heard Miller Enterprises spent $30 million to suppress them and have them deleted across the entire internet. At the Research Institute, Chloe Davis and I achieved great success with Project Yellow River. Won the moment the project concluded. We took our project bonus and returned to our alma mater to rest, where we unexpectedly ran into a class reunion. Just our luck, we actually ran into Marcus Miller and his classmates. They immediately notified Marcus Miller to come. By the time the reunion ended, Marcus Miller and Lily were in front of my car, blocking our way. Grace, it's really you. You're not dead. I knew you wouldn't die. You were just tricking me. You were just heartbroken. Mom, you're really not dead. I know I was wrong. I was wrong to blame you. Yes, Grace, please come back. Chloe Davis slapped him. Get lost, you scoundrel. Where were you when you were hurting, Grace? The person standing in front of you now is Dr. Grace Green, not Grace Miller. Anymore. She changed her name. Grace. I've already avenged you. It was all that __ Sage Thompson's fault. She's dead. Yes, Mom, and Sage was too good at acting, so Dad punished her. Please come back. The father and daughter knelt, begging me, but I shook my head and sneered. Even now, you're still deflecting blame. Marcus Miller, you only care about yourself, and you're still pinning it all on Sage Thompson. Is murder something to be proud of? As for you, Lily, I'm deeply disappointed in you, too. I gave her back her exact words from that year. Lily cried, and Marcus Miller froze. To punish himself, he chose to turn himself into the authorities. However, on the day he surrendered, Sage Thompson's son, Leo, rushed out and stabbed him. Although he didn't die, the evidence Leo provided led to him being charged in court. Marcus Miller was convicted of murder and hiring an assailant. He received a life sentence, combining the punishments for multiple crimes. 3 months later, Marcus Miller wanted to see me in prison. I agreed. Grace, I know you won't forgive me, but Lily is your daughter. Can you help me take good care of her? I thought for a moment and agreed. I'll take care of her in my own way. Don't worry about it. One last question, Grace, do you still love me? I scoffed, asking that now. Don't you think it's ridiculous? A month later, Marcus Miller hanged himself in prison. I met Lily, who cried and begged me to take her, and I simply sent her to an orphanage, gave the director 100,000 yuan, and told Lily, Lily, from the moment you chose Sage Thompson, I stopped being your mother. This 100,000 yuan is enough for you to get through college for the rest of your life. Take care. After I left, Lily cursed at me from behind. You're a wicked woman. This little bit of money isn't even enough for my monthly allowance. No wonder Dad didn't like you. You're so unfeminine. Chloe Davis gave me a thumbs up. So you knew all along that she would never change her ways. 5 years later, the director sent me an urn with Lily's ashes, saying that Lily had spent all 100,000 yuan long ago, dropped out of school, and tried to call me, but I had changed my number. She had a child with some punk and eventually died in a street racing accident. A single tear fell from my eye. Chloe Davis asked me if I regretted it, and I shook my head. This was her own destiny, her own choice.